Yo, what's up, guys? Right now we have our client Enzo just here in fucking Malaga. The whole team has, or the half of the team has flew out here,
Yeah.
and we're just recording some content, working, doing some nice shit, and
sir.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
good.
And in this video, we want to just speak to him about how we help this offer by basically going down market. Because everyone right now is just talking about how to sell to rich people.
Yeah.
But in this case, we actually went down market, sold to people who were broker, who made less money,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that helped us make more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So for the people that don't know at home, so I'm Enzo, and I run an info product offer. So I help agency owners scale their agency to 20, 30, 40, 50K per month.
Yeah.
And I contacted these guys because I needed to scale my offer.
Yeah.
And at one point, hey, we're now here in Malaga. I flew them out
Yeah.
on my
Yeah.
costs. So it's been good. But we had a lot of roadblocks that we needed to go through. And yeah, like the main thing now we want to discuss is how we went down market,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, tell us, how do we start?
Yeah. So basically, what we started off with is we thought, hey, we need to help people make 10K with their agency. That's like the most pretty much common offer, and
Yeah.
we did a simple 3K per month deal,
Yeah.
and that was the whole kind of offer. And we had our whole messaging, our whole funnel, and just everything laid out.
Yeah.
And we had a webinar funnel, and all the metrics were looking good. We had good CPL, we had the good ads, we had a good amount of people getting into the funnel, good show up rate on the webinar,
Mm.
but and also good retention rates. But when we pitched people on the webinar, and this wasn't just like once, this was on 3 separate webinars.
Yeah.
Just on the pitch, everyone just no, this is not for me. No, I'm broke. No, I can't do this.
Yeah.
This is impossible. So what happened is we got 7 really shit callback rates. Normally, callback rates is like 20-25%,
Yeah.
and we got 7% callback rate.
Yeah. That was fuck. Yeah.
And we had the same problem for 3 webinars in a row. And we tried to optimize it, try to nurture people beforehand. But then we just had a thought and we're like, hey, what if the people were getting into the funnel? Because we saw we were getting pretty much the same types of ICP into the funnel the whole time.
Yeah.
And we just thought, hey, why don't we just sell the things that they actually want instead of trying to change the people we
Yeah.
get in?
Yeah.
Because it's not like these people are completely broke,
Yeah.
it's just they can't put down 3K per month.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I think what do we do?
Yeah. So what we did was that we changed the ISP literally from the high ticket, or we still did high ticket, but we targeted, instead of targeting people that are already making like 10K per month, we started targeting these people that are new to the space and actually can invest. They can invest less money, but we can still go for like a bigger audience.
Yeah.
Like for
Yeah.
example, like Tesla did. Like Elon Musk started off by selling the most expensive car when he started out, but then after some time he went down market because there's a lot of more people there. So when you nail the first messaging, like when you nail the messaging and the product that you actually can sell, you can also look for more people in the same audience, or like in the same niche kind of, and sell to more people. Because if you sell to more people, obviously it's like easier to make more money as well,
Yeah.
because there's more people that can do it.
Yeah.
So that's mainly that. So yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, I know some of the people are just gonna say, "Hey, how much money? How much money?"
Yeah.
So we started off the first month. We did this with 3 webinars. We made a total of 10K.
Yeah.
We got 3 people on Painful
Yeah.
for 3K per month, and then we got one split payment of 1K per month,
Yeah.
and we just took away some part of the offer, by the way, for that. But then we just had one person that continued on month 2.
Yeah.
So even though they could invest, the retention wasn't good, and the program wasn't really fit to them. And now, as how much did we make in this month, bro?
We're gonna make 100K.
Yeah.
And it was just targeting a market that has, it's down market, right? So
Yeah.
they have less to spend. They're a bit more new into the space, but that also allows us to be way more creative with our messaging.
Yeah.
And it also allows us to test a lot of different angles at which we could attack the offer,
Yeah.
right? So for example, with the webinars that did work, we had a lot of different ways. So for example, we had one webinar focusing on these people, and still we haven't had a lot of people booking calls.
Yeah.
And then we figured out, okay, wait, right now we do have the right ICP, but we are still focusing the webinar on the 10K month agency. So just for as an example, beginner agency owners that are looking to get started, they're not looking for the strategies and the systems and the tactics. They're looking for lifestyle, for general info,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The
like,
outcome, basically.
the
It's
outcome,
Yeah,
the outcome. Yeah, exactly. But what we did in that first webinar targeting the ICP was talking about a framework
Yeah.
that was interested for 10K a month agency owners, but
Yeah.
we didn't have 10K a month
Yeah.
agency owners in the webinar, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we first did wrong. So then it didn't click again. And then the webinar after that, we just completely threw everything upside down, and we just started completely from scratch with the webinar and the content of the webinar and the offer and everything like that. And we did a lot of good research on, okay, what does our niche actually want?
Yeah.
And we started to look outside of the eyes of our ICP and not out of our own eyes on what we
Yeah.
want. We optimize for what they want. And we did that just based on research, by the way.
Yeah.
So then we completely restructured the webinar
Yeah.
and the contents of the webinar, what I'm going to explain on the webinar, and the offer and how we message this and everything. And it just completely clicked.
Yeah. Exactly.
So for the marketing, we got a €4 CPL, so
Yeah.
$4.5.
Yeah.
We got about, I think, 30% show up rate on the webinar, which is very good, by the way. We got about a 90% retention
Yeah,
rate. So
yeah,
from,
yeah, yeah.
let's say, 1,000 people start watching the webinar, then 900 people are still left till the end. We got, I think, a 30% booking
Yeah,
rate,
yeah.
something like
I
that.
think, I
25.
think, yeah, I think about 25 or 27.
Yeah, and about a 40% close rate.
Exactly.
So we just came from doing a webinar targeting the wrong ICP, but we thought it was the right one because they had more money,
Yeah.
even though we actually found the gold in targeting a more broke ICP,
Exactly.
but just having the messaging and the urgency aligned, and then it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also like the difference between like because a lot of people might think like, yeah, okay, but if you target the people like the bigger audience with less money, they can't buy or they're too scared or something. But you just need to think about, okay, what do I need to focus on? I just need to focus on like the risk, like talking about the risk. Okay, why isn't this risky?
Yeah.
How can I like frame this to make sure that people still buy, or like how can I get the outcome? Because one thing that also one guy calls Jason Fladlin, like he's focusing a lot on the end of the webinar or
Yeah.
like live event. So he like reframes the beliefs at the end, so they still buy, even though you
They're
might
scared.
think that
Yeah.
they're like scared and they
Yeah.
are like doing all this.
And
stuff.
he's obviously a king at it. Like
Yeah.
he does, for example, Imagazi, right? He
Yeah.
does the webinar for an hour, and then Jason Flatlin is there for 4
Exactly.
hours. Like
Exactly.
he's fucking being there all night, trying
Yeah.
to reframe their beliefs.
Yeah.
And obviously for us, like when we were starting out and only making 10 grand a month, like that's not, Jason Flatlin charges a bit more than that,
Yeah,
unfortunately, right? So we just needed to do it ourselves. And even already with the efforts that we currently put in, we
Yeah.
already had like a 5x ROI on the ad spend or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's just up from here.
Yeah.
Like imagine if we
Yeah.
put 10 times the ad budget in,
Yeah.
because now almost we can, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
What if we put people like Jason Flatlin on, like then
Yeah.
we're looking at $1 million a month.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because like when you nail the system and when you have the whole system down, you can just do the whole model on it, and you will see, okay, if I change the ad spend from 5K to 10K, it's just like double in
Yeah.
every metric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So main takeaway from this
Yeah.
is that you need to look for your whole marketing process just from your potential client's eyes instead
Yeah.
of your own eyes.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, because if you look from your own eyes, you just become super selfish,
Yeah.
and it doesn't really align. It aligns to what you want, but not to what they actually want.
Yeah.
So that's the main takeaway for you guys.
Yeah, it's
So-
good. It's good. So yeah, right now for the future, we're just gonna skill the fuck out of this offer.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
I mean, I didn't bring my team here for nothing, you know.
No, exactly.
So yeah, I actually enjoy working with these guys, and it's just fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And
it's good.
there's a lot of money to be made.
Yeah.
We're scaling this off $2 million a month this year. It's
Exactly.
currently January 13,
Yeah,
12?
13th.
Yeah, I think
12
it's
or 13, whatever.
Yeah.
July, $1 million.
Yep.
Yeah, you lie, but you lie easy.
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yes, sir. Let's fucking go. See ya.